Oh my goodness, Najee, Kenny Pickett also, and he banks out. No, oh my, what's going on? Let's go, TD! What the hell was that? Let's go! Feed it! Yes! Let's go! Alrighty, Steelers Nation. Welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. We got a fun one today. I got a few ideas. But before I start, yet again, sunny. Really sunny in Australia, man. It's getting like warm again. It's been really weird the last week or so. It's been really nice days and like super cold at night. So, and also I don't know how many people will come in today. I didn't tag my video well enough. Well, I didn't put any tags in it, so it is what it is for today. I have to do it after. Yeah, man. I put him out last night. Like, I had him inside. I had my thongs inside, and I was like, "Nah, you got to go by tradition. You got to risk it for the biscuit. Like, I'm not scared anymore. You can't steal thongs twice in a row. Surely not." But yeah, I got some fun ideas that I want to talk about. Hopefully, my audio is good. You guys can hear me. I think I'm good. Yeti Nano's working. I think. So, yeah. Waking up, it's my 9:40 a.m. You know what's funny? I got to point it out. I said in the video the other day. I said 7 a.m. I said waking up, it's my 7 a.m. It's pretty early. And someone wrote in the comments, 7 a.m. isn't early. Well, it's surely not late. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's not late. So, g'day, Jediver. What's going on? And Sean's in here too. So, I do have a few things I want to cover, right? Let me get to some of these pictures I want to bring up because we got rookie minicamp happening right now. What do I want to start with? I'll tell you what I want to start with. I want to start with this bloke first, right? So, Mark Caboli, he's the athletic dude. He's the writer for The Athletic. Big shout out to John Norwig. John Norwig is a guy that, look, I didn't know who he was. I had no idea who this guy was on the team for the last 32 years. But John Norwig is retiring in June after 32 years. That's crazy. That's like my life. Like I'm 33 years old, and this guy started in 1988 or 90. So that's insane. So shout out to him. Once a Steeler, always a Steeler. He was the athletic trainer for the Steelers, and then obviously they'll get a new bloke in there. But this goes to show you that there are a lot of people in this business, from the trainers to the chefs to the janitors. Anyone who works in that building should get a shout out. And I think 32 years at someone's craft is pretty incredible. That's pretty insane. 32 years at one job, let alone helping out all those players. And super, it's not 3 Super Bowls, it's 2, but you know what I'm saying? It's not too bad at all. So that's cool. Happy retirement to John, which is fantastic, right? What else do I have here in the old bag of tricks? G'day, George. What's going on, mate? How are you? What else do I have? So I want to go through the roster just a little bit. Like, there's apparently 51 people at minicamp right now. Okay, and I don't know all of them. We won't go over every name, but I want to go over some names. But I did see some funny things, man. First of all, I saw this one. I saw Mark Caboli yet again puts this out. So former Ravens tight end Nick Bowl, I think he did some damage against us too, by the way. I think he was quite good against us. In some games, I feel like he had some games against us that was really good. So former tight end Nick Bowl is at rookie minicamp as a long snapper, but I said Kuntz will win the job for sure. Now, look, he's going to a long snapper position, but to be very honest, he's probably just there so during training camps, they need kickers, they need punters, they need long snappers so they can go through the drills. So I don't think that Christian Kuntz's job's in jeopardy. I don't believe that. But that's something on notice that you'd see. Yeah, I saw Nick Bowl long snapper. I'm like, hang on, is Christian Kuntz going to lose his job? I don't think so. Right now, I did see a funny one, man. I saw this too. There's a lot of pictures today. We're doing like a slideshow. There's a lot. Sometimes sometimes I love the internet and sometimes I hate the internet. But in this case, I love the internet. So whoever Donny Football is, whoever that bloke is, some guy on Twitter, he put this picture out there, and I think it's like of Potty Balm and whoever the center is. I have no idea who the center is, but he says these guys would be multi-time. These guys would be multi-time WWF tag team champions back in the late 80s and 90s. So the center, I can't remember that dude's name. We might find that out in a minute. But I thought it was pretty cool. Just some rough heads, man. Just some rough blokes. Just some ugly looking blokes that can play football, and you gotta love that. So I thought that was really funny. Right. Big time. 100%. 100%, man. 100%. He's gonna win. There won't be any competition there. They haven't signed to the roster. A lot of these guys too. There's reports out there that these players are being signed. They're not. The ones that have been signed as like 6 undrafted free agents have been signed to the roster. The rest of the guys are just doing tryouts. They're not actually being signed. They're just tryouts for the team. I might get into that too, actually, because I want to go down a topic. Maybe not today, but maybe in another episode. Mark Caboli is apparently is saying that the Steelers are going to have a losing record. And I was like, you get better in the offseason, and how are you going to say you're going to have a losing record? I don't understand. I don't understand some of these takes from the guys who have the chance to, write on paper, live in Pittsburgh, and interview the players. Let's put it this way: there's not too much. I'm telling you right now, there's not too much of a difference besides a journalism degree and having access to players than myself and some of these journalists. Now, I'm not going to tear down their career or tear down their whole world, but there really isn't that much difference. It's all objective opinion in reality. And Caboli is saying that they're gonna lose 8 and 9, and I'm like, how do you see an 8 and 9 team from finishing 9 and 8 last year to getting better in the offseason in all parts, right? I'm not a journalist, I'm just a fan, but you sometimes think, are they writing these on purpose to piss you off? I think they are. So, yeah, exactly right. So, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of people out there that have the journalism degree, have the access to go to the facility. Man, if I had the access to go to the facility, I would be asking them fun questions. I wouldn't be asking, some of they've been asking Joey Porter Jr. the same questions about his dad for ages, like for ages and ages and ages. So that's going to come up. It was like the same questions that James Conner got about his cancer treatment, when he survived cancer. After a while, even he said it. I think he was on record saying he got over asking that question or answering that question. JPJ is going to be his own man. Conner was sick of asking or getting asked about his health situation, right? I'm telling you. Yeah, 100% too. I'll be going I was thinking about streaming it, but I'm going to try and stick to more Pittsburgh Steel stuff and not do too much USFL, XFL on this channel. But I will be doing preseason. 10 minutes to the XFL Championship. You've got the Renegades, the Arlington Renegades, which they limped into the playoffs because they were, I think, a below record. And I think the Washington Defenders, man, I think they're the best. I think the Washington Defenders are the best team in the XFL. By the way, their uniforms are awesome. And isn't it funny when you have the Washington Defenders, they have a cooler name and they have a bigger fan. I reckon they got a bigger fan base, or they're building a bigger fan base than the Commanders, right? G'day, Rob. What's going on, mate? They're building a bigger fan base than the Commanders, in my opinion. Like the Commanders, g'day, Toddy. They're just like, whatever. They don't know what direction to go. The Defenders have some good defense, some good fun play at quarterback. They're explosive. They have the beer snake. They have like a real cool crowd, going on, right? And yet you look to the other side and the Washington Commanders have nothing. It's just, they've ripped apart that franchise so many times, right? G'day, Wise guys. What's going on? So yeah, in 10 minutes it starts. I'm probably going to watch it. I'm going to finish up here, maybe do a few things on some video sides, do some editing, stuff like that. And probably going to watch that. And then, of course, in the afternoon, go driving and chill out. But where was I? So, yeah, I don't understand that. Yeah, Mark Caboli is giving them like a lesser rating, like an 8 and 9. Just because you have a pen and paper and just because you have access to the team it doesn't mean you're going to be right. Let's put it that way, right? ESPN analysts are wrong all the time. Cynthia Fruland is wrong all the time. She has the Steelers, I think, 8.6 wins with her model, and I don't trust that stuff, right? But I also got another picture here before I go for the list. Man, my voice is breaking. It's like 10 o'clock. I haven't talked at all today. We have here Joey Porter Jr. looking at his sign. And don't worry, everyone. Do not worry. That is not Benny Snell, right? 24 Porter. That is not Benny Snell. You know how many times, I've defended Benny Snell being there in the last 3 weeks. Benny Snell football is not on the team anymore. I've been blocked on Twitter. I got I made a video about it. I've been all over the shop. Benny Snell football is not there. It is Joey Porter Jr. Yeah, I know, but that was from her model, right? That was from her Cynthia Fruland. Look, she's good to look at. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm telling you what. If I walk past Cynthia Fruland in the bar, I'd be like Santa, checking my list twice. Like, holy dooly, what's going on? How are you? Can I buy you a beverage? She's not bad to look at. I'm saying she's very attractive. I was like, man, but her model sucks. Like, I can't stand her model. Every game, it comes down to 23, 22, 25, 24, 27, 24. It's just the same scores over and over and over. So her model has got us at 8.6, which is stupid. It's not going to happen. Like, this isn't based off. I guess you can base some things off statistics, but yeah, it's not. Yeah, nah, it's not going to happen. G'day, Unholy. What's going on? How are you? G'day, Goat. How are you? If Channel 7 was showing the Steelers training camp and Mark how... Sorry, what? If Channel 7 was showing the Steelers training camp and Mark, how am I? You'll have to rephrase that question. I don't know what you're trying to ask. G'day, Steeler Wade Shop. What's going on? By the way, shout out to Steeler Wade, another bloke on YouTube. I like your logo, man. I like your logo. I think your logo is cool. I really like that. I like the Steeler Wade show. That's your brand image, and I like the city in the background. Good job on the logo. That's fantastic. Yeah. Can I say that? Like, I think I can say that, right? She's very attractive, man. Cynthia Fruland. Look, I would not put it past me. Like, if I was at a bar chilling and they walk, the girls walk past and the whole group, and they were talking about the model, the predictions of like 8.6, 7.8, 9.2, 10.1, I'd be like, come on, ladies. There's no way the Steelers are going 8.6. But can I buy you a beverage? I don't know. What I'm trying to say is Channel 7 is showing the Steelers training camp, and your reaction would be, it depends. What's Channel 7? What are they showing? My reaction is the NFL in Australia is trying. It tries to do things, to be honest, but it gives you that. It more or less gives you that mainstream media outlook of like the Bills, the Chiefs, Bengals, Cowboys, those kind of teams. They don't really focus on the Steelers. They won't focus on Kenny Pickett. They won't focus on anything like that. They won't focus on the lower teams like Texans or Colts or nothing like that. It's pretty much Channel 7 here is one of our huge networks. I don't watch TV actually. Do I? No, I don't. I don't really watch TV. I watch like Simpsons, South Park, Steeler stuff. That's about it. I don't really watch any TV. I don't watch the news because I can't stand the news. So I push that aside, and I don't watch any sport on local TV. I more or less just watch series now and stuff like that. But yeah, Toddy, mate, you're exactly right. I would buy her 8.6 beverages. I would. Someone, if she's single, hook me up. I'd gladly go on a date with Cynthia and say hello. How's it going? My name's Mark Davison, and let's see what happens. I would gladly do that, right? Unholy says I'm watching the XFL. Yeah, man, I'm gonna. No, I like the XFL. I just have had no time. So I've also had to try and steer this channel a bit away from the XFL and a bit away of the USFL, because when you start to do other topics, it hurts the channel reach in the long run. So I have to focus on Steelers, and I want to focus on Steelers more or less 100%. Not saying that I won't do a random stream every now and then, but I want to push my content and my brand only Steelers, if that makes sense. Even though half the time I've been talking about Cynthia Freeland in this podcast, but she's very attractive, like I said. Yeah. Alrighty. And did you watch Fat Pizza? Everyone watched Fat Pizza. That was when I was a kid. When Fat Pizza came out, that was when I was a kid, man. That's such an odd show. There's actually a guy in that. There's a guy in that was he wears a Bengals jersey. I don't know why he chose to wear the Bengals jersey. It's a big Maori dude, and he wears the Bengals jersey, and that's a weird show. That's a weird show. Let me see what else I got in terms of pictures. Also at halftime, I got a really fun idea as well. When I do halftime, it will go quiet for a bit, but I'm going to leave you with a picture, and I want you guys to comment on that picture, and I'm going to read the comments after a minute. If that makes sense. But before we do that, I do want to go into some things. I just want to name some players, man. I think they deserve some shout outs. Look, there's 51 players in training camp right now, and if they don't make the team, it doesn't matter. They're still trying out. They're still living their dream. They still have a chance to go to the XFL, USFL. So at least they give them a chance. And look what happens with guys like Warren and those kind of dudes, right? They all need to start somewhere, and you never know. The Steelers might go and get undrafted guys or training camp guys like this. So there's a few guys here. Look, I won't go through all of them, but Master Teague, I think he might be one to look out for. Running back, he went pretty well last year. The Steelers do need a third down running back. I'll skip the rest of those guys. No other names stand out. Tanner Morgan is the rookie quarterback. I think he's been signed undrafted. So he's a bloke there too who's been signed undrafted as well. I think it was BT Potter. One of those blokes got him or the punter got signed as well. I can't remember which one got signed, but the kicker's in there. He's more or less in there just to kick field goals and go through the reps, the whole process, right? And Jordan Bird got signed. He's a receiver. He's also a receiver / running back return man. Of course, you got. I saw bits of Joey Porter Jr. and Corey Trice too. And by the way, guys, I can't read chat. Joey Porter Jr. and Corey Trice look pretty cool as a tandem. I think a lot of people are starting to get really high on Corey Trice. He's a big physical guy, man. And their wingspans are like out here. It's nuts. It's crazy. We talked about Monty Pottybaum. You guys can see that a little bit. The kicker signed, so it was him. Okay, cool. G'day, Brian Brown. What's going on? Yeah, let me go back. Sorry. So yeah, the kicker signed, and so that was Potter, but he won't take Boz's job. That's not going to happen. Monty Pottybaum also signed undrafted. David Perales, I've heard some things about him too, playing on the edge. He signed. Nick Herbig, of course, in there too. Go all the way down. I will talk about Broderick Jones and Darnell Washington and Benton in a minute, but they're playing. Now, here's some of the tryout guys that are just names. Anyone stand out for me? I'm trying to think who I saw the other day. That's right. Adam Korzak, the punter. He's the Aussie. He's in camp as well. 6'2" guy at a Rutgers. He does a real kind of like rugby swing on the punting there. And I'm going to butcher this name, dude. But I don't know if anyone saw this. G'day, Wes. What's going on? Holy dooly. Bye. Okay, how do I get over there? Wait a minute. Thank you, Rod. I have to send. I gotta buy her something now. I have to do that. Wait a minute. Hang on. Thank you, Rod, mate, for the 99. That's fantastic. I need to go buy Cynthia Freeland a drink. I need. How do I meet her? Is she even single? Is it like, does her model predict me and her getting together? Like, what are the chances of her model and I getting together? Is that a thing? Does she like Australians? That's crazy. Yeah, Jedevil says he wore number 81. So that's insane. Thank you, Rod, mate. That's fantastic. You blow me away every time that happens. It's nuts. You're crazy. You absolutely, you're crazy. But I'm more intrigued now. Like, I want to try and buy. I guess. Hang on a minute. I guess 8.6 drinks would be $99, would it not? In the current inflation. Can someone Google if she's single? Oh, g'day, Wes. Did I shout you out before? I don't know. I never shout you out before. Damn. Okay, let me. Can I Google that? Hang on, give me a second. Cynthia. Uh, this is me simping. Is that what you call it? Cynthia Fruland. Fruland single. She has to be surely with that model. Is she dating someone? Maybe she. Oh, she is. Oh my goodness. Married. Married biography. Cynthia Fruland bio. She had an affair apparently. Is currently believed to be single and making love with her profession. It actually says that in the bio. She's making love with her profession. Well, there you go. So if I ever get the chance, Rod, I'll go and buy her a drink. I think that will work out. You never know. Um, but yeah, thanks, Rod, mate. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's insane. You're crazy man. You're crazy about your Steelers, and you're a crazy man, but in a good way. So I do appreciate that 100%. But we've worked out. Wait, is that the score already? Arlington is 5-6. Oh, they're 5-6. That's right. They're 5-6. Yeah, and Sancho. Yeah, I'm going to talk about him. Let me bring it back up. Holy dooly. God, that logo's pretty sick, man. I like the logo. I really do. The logo's cool. So we found out that Cynthia Freeland is single, which is good for me. You never know. In time, I might get over there and I'll buy her. What are girls like? Do they like vodka? I don't know. Do they like something? What do they like? I have no idea. I can't believe I looked up on a stream if she's single or not. That is the all-time maybe low of this channel, or high, depending how you see it. Now, the other day, Omar Khan, he. I don't know if you guys saw it. There was a video out there him speaking Spanish, and I was like, I didn't know that Omar Khan could speak Spanish. He can do everything, absolutely everything. It was like speaking like fluent Spanish. It was crazy. Now that bloke's name is I don't know if he's gonna make. He won't make the team, but it's still nice to give him a tryout. Alfredo Choose Lozda, right? Mexico tryout camp. He's coming from there. Isn't that cool to give him a shot? At least come over and give him a shot. That's fantastic. I love those little stories. Let's go down the list. Who else we got? No one else I can really think of. Oh, Maverick Wolfley too. That's Craig Wolfley's nephew, tight end. He's getting a shot. He's one to focus on too. Nick Boyle, we talked about him, long snapper, 6'6". He won't take Kuntz's job. There's no way. We have. I think that's all I had. I think that's all the guys I wanted to really focus on. There was the other guy from the XFL didn't make the side though. So those are the guys I wanted to bring up. But there's a ton of players, ton of dudes, ton of receivers. You never know what's going to happen. Tua running back. I know who that guy is. Alfonso Graham. No idea that guy is. But at least they're getting a shot. You never know. They might sign him to an undrafted rookie deal, and they take him into training camp, mini camp, and see what happens. So that is nuts. Oh, really? Khan's mom is Honduran. Okay, there you go. Brian says, Brian Brown's. Oh. Well, geez Louises. I think I got a chance. Yeah, I'm going to go watch it too, actually. I won't be too long today. I'm going to go for another, like, probably 30 minutes. We're going to watch the game as well. I won't be streaming the game, but I'm going to watch the game while I have some breakfast and stuff like that. But here's the midway point. Here's the fun point that I wanted to get to, right? G'day, Gene. What's going on? You guys are going crazy today. I love this live chat. It's so fast, so fun. Everyone's positive. Everyone's cheered up. Everyone's really hyped for the team, man. I'm so hyped for this freaking season. Right. I want to do something that now there is no music in the background because I didn't have time to set it up. But I want your guys' honest thoughts, right? When this picture comes up, I'm going to take a quick break. Let me know what you think. I want, like, answers to this question. Where is it? What do you guys think? What do you guys think Canada is saying here? In the comment section, put down what do you think he's saying? What is he telling the fellas in the huddle? What is Matt Canada saying right now? I'll give you guys 30 seconds. I'm going to go silent for 30 seconds. What is Matt Canada saying right now? I'll be back. Alrighty, and I'm back. That's enough dead air time. I'm back. So what is he saying? I haven't read the comments yet. I want to know if there's any comments in there. What do you think Matt Canada is telling his troops? What do you think? What do you think he's telling his people right now? Because look, that's probably one of the funniest storylines in the offseason. Is how does Matt Canada work things out? You know what I mean? Can he get behind the personnel that he has, the fantastic personnel that is insane right now? So I've got a few comments. Let's go back. What do you think he's saying? Let me see. Have you guys have had any questions? Let me see. Who did I miss as well? Did I miss someone? I think I missed Cor. G'day, Cor. What's going on? G'day, 2B1. What's up? Deep to them right sometimes. Listen to Kenny. Yeah, that's true. That's true. He's in the huddle like, listen, guys, listen to Kenny, not me. Don't worry what I say. There's also a theory out there too that they brought in Glenn Thomas as like the guy that might be calling plays. That Matt Canada's contract's 1 year up, so they got Glenn Thomas there, right? And he's going to be calling plays, or like it's like the secret agent behind the scenes, where Matt Canada's the front man, and it looks like it's his offense, but it's really Glenn Thomas' offense. That's something I could probably subscribe to. You know what I'm saying? So Still Wade says, so you're saying there's a plan? Yeah, man. Oh, holy dooly. That's funny. You guys didn't give me responses. Oh, that's all right. I got 2 out of it. That's all right. Did anyone else come? Oh, you know what? If they do a jet sweep this year, it's got to work with Austin. I think he's faster. You have bigger guys there too. I actually trust it more this year than last year. You have Broderick Jones. He's going to probably be on the left side. You have Darnell Washington, Muth. You have Gentry. All those dudes. You have so many you have like a brick wall on the outside that can Pickens too, you can block. Like you have bigger guys who can probably execute that play better than last year. Being with the jet sweeps, and they used Claypool for jet sweeps. I think like once they did it with the one that really worked was Connor Hayward. You know that Connor Hayward went for like 35 yards. That was so great to see. But it's like it came to the very end of the match. I don't know. I think there's a lot of pressure on Matt Canada to exceed. I will give him a clean start. I'll say, you know what, man, we're clean, we're sweet, but same time, the personnel you have is just is crazy. It's absolutely crazy, right? It's crazy. So, alrighty. So Wes says Glenn Thomas is not the answer. Canada will be running the show. Steelers will give him a chance. If it doesn't work out, maybe midway through the season, he'll go with the play calls. That's not that we're hating on Canada. It's just to me, you got to do better. You have to do better, right? Oh yeah, we've got to hope for the best. I'm willing to give him a chance. I want to start fresh. But what we saw last year and this year in 2023, with the personnel coming in, the fact that Canada didn't know what to do with certain players last year and didn't have creative schemes to get things open in the passing game. That's why they brought in Glenn Thomas, because they want to try and do more passing concept stuff like that. But you have the personnel now and the team, Omar Khan and the Rooneys and Tomlin, all those dudes, they got things ready for this offseason for things to work. I don't hate on Canada, but if it does, and it's so hard. It's a bit like defense too. You know, when the defense misses the tackle, do you blame scheme or do you blame the player? When the receiver runs a route and, he wasn't there in time, do you blame the route concept? Do you blame the coach or do you blame the player? It's chicken and the egg. It's very hard to tell. But what I saw last year was Trubisky struggled 100%. And yes, Canada did get them back to order. Exactly right. JW says, he said, Canada has clean slate this season as well as it could be his last. That's why I think they brought in Glenn Thomas, because if he does not do the best job, then maybe they switch at the end of the year and they go and get a new offensive coordinator. But if he does a good job, then maybe they extend him. I don't know. Obviously, they have faith in him. And Matty did a good episode about Peyton Manning talking about how you shouldn't change offensive coordinators with rookie quarterbacks, and that being Kenny Pickett has got a Matt Canada as he's the same system for the next 3 years. I do want to give him benefit of the doubt in a new chance, right? A new chance. But what we saw last year is so many Steelers fans were just frustrated, man. We were so frustrated. Oh, thank you, Wade, mate. Much appreciated, mate. That's awesome. Thank you, man. That's cool as you remember. That's sweet. Let me know in the comments below who your favorite player is and what position of football would you play. That's something cool I do here. I find out who your favorite player is, and I find out, where would you play? For me, my favorite player is James Debo Harrison, and if I were to play football, I love the safety position. So maybe my favorite player should be Troy, but I love Debo, man. Debo is my favorite. Just the way he smacked people was so fun to watch. But I like the way the safety position is the last minute defense. You can run up, make the tackle. You can take away a corner. You can hide around, and like you can figure out where the quarterback's going to be, thrown over the middle. You can snake off a pass. I like that last minute defense where you get to see the whole field. I love that stuff. I love watching, even like back in the day. Look, and I'm going to shout out a few people, but Brian Dawkins was fun to watch. Even to a certain extent, our Ravens counterpart Ed Reed was fun to watch. You know what I mean? Those kind of safeties were cool. When I was watching Brian Dawkins play, man, he was crazy. That guy, Weapon X, he was nuts. I wish he was on the Steelers. So, let me know in the comments below who your favorite player is and in what position you play, and I'll make you a little digital card, and then you can put that up anywhere you want on the fridge. So that's cool, man. That's freaking awesome. Okay. Wes says that's overblown. He knew what to do with Calvin Austin. They were always just simply taking everyone's knack out of it. Yeah, I guess, but on the media side, it didn't look too well, right? On the media side, it almost looked like he had no idea what to do with Austin. I'm just saying this year you have, no excuses. There is zero excuses. And look, the stats all back it up too. You had a good running game last year. Like they improved the running game much better. They were like one of the worst teams in throwing the football in terms of TDs, got 12 on the year. They were, I think, 28th in the league for 18 points per game. So that comes back to not only the players, but it comes back to the offensive scheme as well. And in 2021, Matt Canada's offense, you have to, at some point, I know it's crazy to me, at some point, there does need to be responsibility on the coach. So, like, you can say all the players and whatnot, and there's still responsibility on Coach Tomlin as well. So I do understand the argument where Coach Tomlin hasn't been to the playoffs, and he's in 5 years or whatever, and he's lost 4 games in a row. So he gets shit for that. At the same time, Matt Canada's offense in 2021, they scored 20 points. And then the next year, they went down and scored 18 points. Now, I understand there's rookie quarterbacks, there's bad offensive line play, but this year with a better offseason, in my opinion, you have a chance now to score 24 points a game. You really do. You really do have a chance to score 23, 24 points a game, depending what Cynthia Frilu's model is. And if you score that, then you have a chance to not only go on a run to get to the playoffs and maybe win a playoff game. You have a better offensive line by getting Jones in, getting Herbig in, getting all these guys in, getting Ciamalo. And if Canada can't do anything, if Canada has the same game plan or regresses even more, it's time. It's time to say, see you later. That's just my theory on it anyway. So, but I understand your point that we need to lay off Canada. There's no real time to be hating on him right now because it's the off season. We give him another chance. Same with Tomlin. It's the off season. We give so much praise to Omar Khan. We should be giving praise to the whole organization for what they've done and these fellas getting around their team. They've in my opinion, they're better. They're a better side. They're a better side on defense. They're a better side like up front in the trenches. Andy Weidl's done a great job too. So we'll go from there. Big time, yeah, big time. Always give another chance. Right. Yes. Carnell Lake was the cornerback, right? So that's probably the biggest thing I always talk about too is the disconnect between the eras. Like my era is 2002, growing up with Maddox, Big Ben, Farrier. The first Steelers I remember is like Amos Zeroaway, Dan Crider, those kind of dudes. That's my very first memories of that. Carnell Lake, there's a very, very big disconnect. Do you know what I mean? So Wes says here, and everyone has to remember too, Mike Tomlin micromanaged the defense in the offense. He didn't want to push Kenny. He was making Canada run simple schemes. And that's a fair point too. That's a very fair point. But I think when it comes down to, for me, it's You got to score points, and they didn't do that. They didn't score points in the red zone. They didn't score points in the game. They didn't score points the whole year. In 2021, they scored 20 points, and then 2022, they scored 18 points a game. You have to score points. That's what I'm trying to say. J52 says, blame Canada, right? Okay. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of answering questions from Yins. Not too sure what those in reference to. All right, let me get down the bottom, and I'm going to go through some other players too. Oh yeah, dude, yeah. But we're going on a date. Rod's giving me $99. When I see Cynthia Frilla next, I'm going to go buy her maybe a beer first, and then we'll work our way into the spirits. You know, we'll start with some few beers, 3 or 4 beers, and then work our way into the spirits. I'll get some nice, maybe some Tennessee whiskey. Maybe she could be, I don't know, a Scotch girl. I don't know. She might be that. Who knows? Alrighty. So, okay. Oh, are these? Wait a minute. Are these for the picture? Is that right? Is that for the picture? Is that for this? That might be for that. Is that right? Every now and then on a corner of Jet Swing, they're waiting for the crowd to boo. That could be for that. I think it's for that. Sometimes, guys, I do know in the live chat, what happens is your YouTube might freeze, and therefore your video might be behind by 3 or 4 minutes, if that makes any sense, right? I think that's right. I think that's right. Yeah, I saw that too. I reckon they do a better job though with jet sweeps this year. I think they got a better personnel with the tight ends, and they're going to run the ball a lot more better. But yeah, Toddy, if your YouTube is like backwards a bit, sometimes when I go on BTSC or other live streams, I forget that I jump in and out or whatnot, or might freeze. And then what happens is the live stops. So I think you could be behind by 2 minutes, but that's okay. That might be in reference to something else. Yes, big time. I'm keen for the run game. I really am keen for the run game. Now, speaking of that, I want to bring up some other pictures too, because g'day, Yui, what's going on, mate? How are you? I want to bring up some other things too, because I saw this picture. First of all, I love this picture. I love this picture of Mike Tomlin. I think that's fantastic. I think Mike Tomlin is the guy for the next 5, 7, 8 years. However long Mike Tomlin stay, I like the way how he connects with his players. I think that's fantastic. That's awesome to see. Now, he's been working. G'day, Mike. What's going on? Steelers offense should be able to really use a heavy. Yes. Use heavy jumbo sets and lose success. Heavy grip. Yeah, I love that. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that right now. Yes. I can't even speak. I can't wait to see that. I can't wait. Right now. Okay. I love. Hang on. Let's just come back to this. We're all nuts, aren't we? All of us are nuts. It's May. It's freaking May. It's rookie minicamp, and we're all like, we're sitting here going, can I see it now? I'm wearing me shirt, me Steelers football. It's May. Like, it's not even like summer yet, and we're just like waiting for something, you know. And what it does when we see these pictures of the young fellas out there, the 51 of them running around town, we see the stories with the guy from Mexico kicking the football. We see the Australian punter come over. It's fun, isn't it? It's all kinds of fun. But it's like at the same time, we never like I think I'm pretty sure I wake up every day and I put on Steelers radio. I put on a podcast. I put on Steelers. It's just Steelers. It's every single day is football. And I can't get enough of it. I really can't, because it is forever changing. And even if you were to go win a Super Bowl this year, then next year, the idea is, can we repeat? Can we repeat that process and keep winning? So I freaking love all this stuff. I can't get enough of it. West, I can't wait for OTAs, right? Exactly right. He's got him on his back all year round. Exactly right. There's just endless possibilities of all kinds of Steelers talk. And I look around my room. I've got a big picture here. I've got on one side is this massive picture here, right in front of me. In my little office here, I've got Hampton, Woodley, Lawrence Timmons, and I can't remember that bloke is. Is it Aaron Smith sacking Rodgers? I've got a picture like that. I've got Big Ben snapping the football versus the Jags in the snow-felt Heinz Field. Behind me, I've got the 6 Lombardis. I got my custom-made 21 jersey. I got the Terry Bradshaw and I think Debo Harrison and Ben. Steelers. Yeah, big time. It just keeps going into it. So we've got rookie minicamp, then we got training camp, preseason football, and then just it's all here, mate. Touchdown Arlington. Alrighty. Okay. Oh yeah, it's men's drama. It's not okay, women. Sorry. I do apologize. Internet, don't cancel me. It's mostly men's football, right? 90% of it's men's, and we have some lovely ladies here that follow the Steelers, and they're nuts too. They're crazy. Like Pepper, Jen, just me. You're nuts and crazy. Steeler girl. I think Steeler girl 412. There's a few Steeler girls in here, so you use are nuts too. But it is like let's run through a brick wall. All right. Sean Manahan says 41-yard pitch and catch over the middle to tight end. That's fantastic. Maybe I should be watching it. Hashtag cancelled. Oh, mate. Okay. So I'll show you this picture. I love that. I really do love that. It speaks. A picture says 1,000 words. Well, that picture says 1,001. I love that. Next picture. How good's this? Look at the size of him. Look at the size of Darnell Washington. Darnell Washington is huge. Absolutely huge. 87, I don't know who that is. He's another tight end. And 41, I don't know who they are from memory. Let me see. 87 is Rodney Williams, some bloke who's a tight end. Probably won't make the team. But we have Washington because we're stacked there. Overly stacked, right? And 41, I have no idea. I don't know who that is. Might be a camp guy. So look at the size of him though. Number 80, Darnell Washington, 6'6". Look, athletic bloke, massive legs, big hair, like that. I can't wait to see him run over someone and catch. Now, another one I got him here. I took a picture of him catching the football. I can't show the videos, but I can. I should be able to show the pictures. Darnell Washington getting a rep there. I love the 82. I think that if the 80 was in like block numbers or 80 was in like color rush, that'd be fantastic. And there was one last I want to show was this picture here. Was him doing a rep, pushing up the tackle bag. And I'm thinking like, man, oh man, this is going to be a fun, exciting season. Like dead set. Like all the fellas are getting, like, the rookies are getting there. They're getting acclimated to the team. Everything's happening, right? I can't wait. To see. All right. Yes, true. Very true. Lucky to have them watch 6 Super Bowls without cheating. Good point. Very good point. Jeez. I don't think I can do that. Oh man, I should really delete some of these videos, eh? I really should delete some of them because some of them I'm in trouble. If I ever get like really famous, if I ever get like, millions and millions of subs, they're going to go back to 2023 during the draft and say, Mark called out a Make-A-Wish kid and he said he wouldn't make it till next year. Damn. We have 4 that are 6'2". Yeah, right. Tight ends, right? Yeah, so we got because I think, guys, I actually think that they're going to run with 4. I don't think Gentry's going to be cut because why would they put Gentry in a video then cut him? I think they're going to use Muth, Gentry, Washington, and Connor Haywood. That room is stacked, like overly stacked. They're going to run this football this year, and it's going to be fantastic to see. And I think we're going to see a hidden gem maybe at running back number 3 as well that come into the system. Like they talk about, I saw a video the other day, an article, was that Jalen Warren was the most underrated player. He is underrated, but not to Steeler fans, not to real Steeler fans who know how he can run downhill and run people over. I'm excited to see Warren, maybe even more than Najee play. But I think like the 1-2 set there, this is what I'm saying. This is like Steelers football again. It's Pittsburgh Steelers football. It's Jerome Bettis. It's like Willie Parker. It's when Mendenhall was good. It's when James Conner was here, when he was good until we said see you later, It's Le'Veon Bell, but Le'Veon Bell was a different type of runner. He kind of like stopped, started, and moved around. So I'm excited to see this power set. They do have 3 tight ends, 2 tight ends. They have another guy like Darnell Washington on the line at next to his mate from Georgia Bulldogs, Jones, and just everyone moving forward and running downhill. That's what I want to see. Dead set, I agree with that. So the red zone threat and bringing back the fear, 100%. Yep. Look, and that's why I think too, in the next few days, I might talk about Michael Boley because Michael Boley said they're going to have their first losing season I don't think they're going to have a losing season. I think they're going to have a winning season. I think they're going to have like 11 wins. They have an easier schedule. We went over the schedule the other day. If I have a picture, I'll bring it up, but I probably don't. Do I? Yeah. Look at this. We've got an easier schedule. What do you mean? What do you mean, Marco Bowley? They can beat the Cardinals at home. They can beat the Packers. They can beat the Jags. They can beat Pats. They can start off the season and beat the 49ers. They can beat all these teams. I don't see any team that's going to run over us like the Eagles or like the Chiefs, or even the Bills. I don't see that. I could see them going sweeping the Ravens. I could see them going 1-on-1 with the Bengals. I could see them sweeping the Browns. I just don't see the 8-9 season or the 7-10 season. I see them 12 or 11 win team. They can look. You're versing. Look at this. I tell you what. You're versing. G'day, John. What's going on? 2 Johns in the house. You're versing the Packers with Jordan Love, right? At the same time, Jordan Love hasn't played a game. He's only played like I think 2 games as a starter. So by that time, by week 10, he'll have his season under his feet. But I think they'll give him a run for their money. Jaguars probably going to be a tough team. Patriots might be a tough team on Thursday night. The Titans are a no team. They're a nobody. Texans, they're still real building. They have a rookie quarterback. The Colts, who's their quarterback? Anthony Richardson. He's rookie, right? The Raiders out west, they're going to be tough there too because they're a good side. But they have Jimmy Garoppolo. If you get to him, you're fine. The Rams, I'm not scared of. And maybe the Seahawks, you might have a bit of trouble. But come on, man. You're not going to see 8-9. You're seeing around that like 10, 11, 12 win team, right? It's crazy to me. It's crazy. 20. Imagine they went 20-0. That would be insane. But let's welcome in. Who do we have today? We have g'day, John. What's going on? And John as well. Right. That's disgusting, eh? Eats warm meat out of his pockets. That's yuck. Whoa, dude. I have 16 jerseys and more than 30 pairs of Steelers cards. That's dedication right there. I think I've got 7 jerseys, to be honest. And of course, if they cut Gentry, would only be 175 against the cap. The only reason I don't think they're going to cut Gentry, not the only reason. One of the reasons why I don't think they cut Gentry is because he made the video. Would you really cut the guy who made the schedule video? Would you cut the guy that is also, doing grilling and chilling with Pat? Like, there's a bit of markability there from the business side. I think they keep him, but we'll see what happens. It's so fun to see him smack someone. The Steelers have got so more physical on that line in the running back situation. This is going to be fun to find out who's going to be. Who do you guys see in Cry? I'm going to leave you with this question. We'll ask you guys this question. Who do you think is going to be running back number 3? You have Najee Harris. You have Warren. 1-2 punch. Who's going to be running back number 3? That's going to be very intriguing for me. It's 13-4. I can see that. Rightio. That'd be the old days, man. The 08 defense was fun, eh? The 08 defense was fantastic. I love that season. When I really started to get into it, I was about, I think, 15 years old or whatnot. And the 08 defense was like, nah, it was awesome. I think 10. I think to me it's going to be 10 or 11-2. I'm going to go 11-6. 11-6 is my final answer for the season. All right. I know it's crazy. Yeah, he's been doing work too. He's been doing a lot of work. He's been doing a lot of podcasts, stuff like that. It's disgusting. I called that, by the way. I called that last year. I said Claypool announced his replacement, and no one believed me. I did a video on it. I said that he announced his replacement Pickens, and they all said, no, he's not. Claypool's here. And I'm like, no, he's gone. He's gone, mate. He's gone. So, Benny Steiner. Oh, thank you, John, mate. Much appreciated, mate. Thank you. John sends $2. That's awesome. Hope this helps. Yeah, man. Look, I never asked for it. I'm not like Chat Sports. Chat Sports will have, people ask you for money. They'll do like money battles. What I could do, look, it's only in theory. What I could do is, hey, if you want to try and beat Rod's 99, then you need to add $80 more dollars or $100 more dollars, right? I don't do that shit. I say thank you to Rod. I appreciate that. It does go a very long way. I do this part-time, and I love talking my team, and I do Uber Eats part-time so I can balance both and build both up. So I would never ask for money. And I appreciate the members that come in. I give you guys a bit more different content over there. But yeah, man, thank you for that. $2. If it's $2, $100, I appreciate it. Exactly the same. It does go a long way too. It does. I mostly just buy fuel with it. When I buy fuel, it helps with my week. So then I can buy fuel for the week and I can make, I guess, more or less a profit in Uber Eats. So when I go driving 4 or 5 times a week, when I buy the fuel, then more or less that's profit for that kind of stuff. And it helps with like, the stream stuff and like the back end when I buy. By the way, I got a bone to pick with you guys. I've heard it's going to be really hard. It's I heard it's going to be really hard for you guys to watch football over in America. I think let me know if I'm wrong. Do you have to watch YouTube? Do you got to buy YouTube or something? Is that right? Do you need to buy YouTube package that's like $400 or something like that? If someone knows the process, let me know because I want to figure that out. Yeah, is that right? Yeah, Ant Mac could be. Yeah. I would hope so. If he's number 3 for sure. Wes says cutting Gentry would make no sense. Yeah, I reckon they're going to keep 4. I think they have 4. They have Muth, Gentry, Washington, 3 big tight ends, and you have Connor Hayward's like fullback, halfback, tight end role. That's the way I'm going to do. But yeah, is like YouTube doing that? Okay, if you're out of market, right? Okay. So what are they doing? So they're like, you have to buy YouTube TV, and then through that you have to buy a season package, like $400, right? Because I buy NFL Game Pass, and that cost me about $350 for the year. Okay, so it's through that, right? Yeah, and I hope so too, man. I hope the third running back for me. Obviously, they won't have too many snaps, but I would like to see someone who can have a bit of change of pace. And with offensive line, anything can happen. Anything can happen. So that's fantastic. Thank you, Wes, mate. Send me a sticker. Oh, let me see. I don't know what that's. I can't see the sticker. It just says super sticker. Let me see what the thing is. But I have been reading through some like Reddit stuff, like Twitter stuff, and I've been seeing that it's really expensive to buy YouTube TV or YouTube NFL, and people aren't happy if that makes any sense. So, oh yeah, just a little fist bump. Oh, cool, man. Thanks for that. Much appreciated. Awesome. Oh, and thank you, West, again. Did you send 2? Thanks, mate. Member for 4 months. Also, I got to create one for 6 months too. So I much appreciated. That's awesome. Now I'm stuffed. I don't know where I am. Wes, calm down. West, you hit the button twice, mate. Calm down. Chill. I haven't done anything. What did I do? I didn't do anything. Now I don't know where I am. Holy dooly. What do you want, West? Well, what's going on? Oh, man, now I can't figure out where I am. Hang on. What is happening? Thank you, West, mate. Keep it up. Thank you. I don't know. How do you even send that? Wow. Third running back, Kendrick Green? You reckon? Okay. Thank you, West, mate, for that. That's insane. Much appreciated, as always. Much appreciated. So, okay. Oh, thank you, Yuli, mate. You guys don't have to do this. You don't have to do this, but it is appreciated. Okay. Let me take a quick timeout. And I'm going to wrap up for the next 10 minutes. So let me play Happy to Be Here, and I'm back in 10 minutes. I'm a bit overwhelmed. Let's do quick. This one? Yeah.
It's the Steelers. What isn't there about it? It's everywhere. Man, I'll play punter if they want me to. Whatever coach tells me, I'll play. Man, I love football. I love to play the game of football. I'm ready to play football. I'm happy to be here. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be a part of this team. So I'm happy to be here. I love the game of football. I think it's an art. I think it should be played a certain way. And that's why I love to play the game. I just love football.
Alrighty, guys. Hooly dooly. Let's do a quick 5 minute, 6 minute, 7 minute, 8 minute, 9 minute, 10 minute. Last power questions if you want. Been a great show today. I really enjoy this stuff. Thank you, everyone, for the super chats, the coin. It does go a very long way to help me build this brand channel, build it up, and then hopefully I can give back in later dates with stuff. I promise you I won't do too many wheels that I was doing like 31 wheels in a row. That was really hectic. That was really hard to do. And actually, I put on the bet for the Texans, which made no sense. I put on $100 for the Texans because they won and then they lost. That makes no sense. So yeah, I'm really trying to build this up, have a good time, talk football because that's what we love. And like someone said in the comments, I forgot who it was, but someone said in the comments, we're talking Steelers football in May. In May, let that sink in. It's May, but this team is getting better. I like the fact that they went through the free agent period. They got Patrick Peterson. By the way, I have to show it again. I got to show it again, mate. I'm super stoked about this. I saw this. I got tweeted back from Patrick Peterson. Do I have it? Do I get rid of it? Ooh, yeah. Check that out. Patrick Peterson, how we feeling, Steelers fam? And I wrote, feeling great, Pat. Here we go. Can't wait, mate. And he wrote back. Patrick Peterson wrote back. So I'm keen. Like I like this stuff. I like this stuff. He wrote back, took his time out of his way. Peterson's there. You have his other Viking slot corner guy, Shannon Sullivan. He's there. You have Keanu Neal. You have all these dudes, Kazi. But I can't wait to actually see them like smash someone and play football. I forgot to talk about Keanu Benton. Have you guys seen Keanu Benton? He's massive. He's a big dude playing defensive tackle. So it's also going into Cameron Hayward's, last few years of the Steelers. We need to enjoy them. TJ Watt should be healthy. There's a lot of stuff happening around the Steelers right now that is like, are we going to go to the playoffs? Are we going to see some good football where we can win by 10, 11, maybe 14, 15, 16 points or whatever? So, yeah. The underdogs are chewing up the yardage in the exit. Wow, there you go. So, hooly dooly, man. But anyways, guys, that might be it for today. But I want to give a big Lego. I want to give a big shout out to, of course, Rod, Steeler Wade, John, and Steeler West, and Yuli. Thank you for the coin. Much appreciated. You know how much it means to me. And also, thanks, guys, for John, TB1, Steeler Wade Show. Also, like I said, I like your yoga. Oh, goodness. I like your logo, mate. Go check out Steeler Wade Show, too. He's also on YouTube. Give you a bit of a shout out and plug. He does talks his football, too. Got about 34 subs over there and whatnot. So check out Steeler Wade if you want to. Talking the footballs. And yeah, man, I think we did a really good job today. So thanks, Sean. Thanks, JJ52. Thanks, Toddy. If I missed anyone, I do apologize. Thank you, Gene. Thank you, George. Thank you, Cord. And thank you, Pittsburgh, Toddy, 86, which reminds me of Heinz Ward, 86. And Heinz Ward is a legend, an absolute legend. So yeah, that's it for today. We're almost at the 1 hour. You guys enjoy. I think it's your Saturday. Tomorrow is your weekend right now. You have the XFL on. I think you have the Pittsburgh Maulers played today, so you can probably see highlights. I haven't been keeping up too much of that. I've been so busy doing Steeler stuff. But you have the XFL Championship on. I've still got DC Defenders. I think they're going to win. But I'm going to go watch it right now. And I'll see you. There was no ladies today. Where was the ladies? No ladies. Hopefully some of the Steeler girls in the chat and ladies can, the women of Steel can check out the show later. There was no ladies there. That's quite odd. Might be the first time with just us blokes, but maybe that's why I wasn't put in the check and I was talking about Cynthia Frillin for about 15 minutes. I might need to go do some research on Cynthia. I can't. See ya. Bye. Catch ya.
We do not care.